Joining us now is Marty Mcdonald.
Marty Mcdonald, she is the CEO and founder of Boss Women Media.
Marty Mcdonald is the CEO of Boss Women Media. She's the pilot behind 100 women sitting at the table.
Whether you're a corporate queen wanting to expand your career or an entrepreneur looking to take that side hustle to full time, there's a community of women helping one another with tips, resources, and more.
Welcome, y'all.
Hello. Super excited to have you with us, Megan.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Naturi, for being with us.
God bless me, y'all. God bless me, y'all. Where else can I go? Get it. Get it. Get it. Where else can I go? Get it. Get it. Get it. Where else can I go?
Marketing is so critical in the new phase of your business. Number one, it helps you get the word out. You can have the best product in the world, but if nobody knows about it, then it's crickets. Like you're stuck here with this really great product, but nobody knows about it. Hey, Erica.
Hi, Marty.
How are you?
I am doing well. How are you doing?
I selected Erica because I wanted to see her business really take off with a focused approach. Your business really stuck out to me for a couple of reasons. Number one, it stuck out to me because I think you have such an opportunity to define it a little bit more. So often what happens is we have this idea and we forget how to narrow it down for the specific audience that we're going after. See, Erica's business was stationery focused, and I knew that she needed a rebrand. She needed a rebrand to tell the story of who her business was catering and what she was catering it for.
So my business is a creative business started by me in November of 2018. It's hard to believe it's almost 3 years. But it originally started as a coping mechanism for me to cope with my mother's cancer diagnosis. In 2016, my mother was a hairdresser for 25 years. She was diagnosed with cancer. That's the worst news that any child ever wants to hear. So she was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. The cancer came from all the chemicals that she absorbed when she was doing hair. So she's very crafty also. She was making the wreath for our door for Christmas. And I said, oh my God, like that wreath is so beautiful. I really wish, that I could be as creative as you. And she looked at me and she said, you already are. It's in your blood. That's the only thing that it took for her to tell me that. Crafting for me at that time became a therapeutic outlet for me to kind of cope with my mother's diagnosis. I started with just doing my kids' parties, things for their classroom, and people will always compliment my work.
The concept that you have is brilliant and is needed, but if I could define it slightly for you to help people who could potentially be your customers understand exactly what you do. When you're investing in marketing to get your word out, there are a couple of things that you need to do. You need to make sure that your brand is on point, that it is something that people scroll and stop to look at and engage with. You got to make sure that your photos are clear and crisp. You got to make sure that your messaging is strong and all of the words are spelt right, and you're clear on the story that you're telling, who you are catering to. And then you have to define your customer. There are so many people in this world, but there is a customer for your service or your product that you are selling. You just got to go find them. Hey, Angie, I'm super excited to be chatting with you around Boss Business Showers and how you're going to take your business to the next level. Share with me a little bit about your business.
My company's called Rowan & Company. I do all baby products. They're all natural, so any of the teethers or anything that baby's putting in their mouth, it's not treated with any chemicals. That was like where I started with my shop, and that was my biggest focus. I'm a licensed midwife, so I just care about the natural products and kind of what's going into baby's body. I expanded though, and I started doing clothes as well. I'm for sure in the super early stages of my business. I run everything with the help of my boyfriend.
When I think about Angie's business, I think that she has such a phenomenal product. She has such a phenomenal brand that resonates with so many. I was able to dig deep and find there was 2 areas that she needed help with. She needed funding for inventory, and she needed kind of a refresh on photography. So when we took a look at Rowan & Co. social media, we just noticed that the photos weren't as bright and vibrant as really they needed to be to sell this beautiful product that she had of this baby line. And so we wanted to make sure that she had fresh photography that was modern, that was bright, that was eye-catching. Always the goal is for the scroll to stop on your product. And so we were able to really send out our photographer to be able to audit her page and give her a new fresh look. When looking for a photographer, it can be really difficult to find someone that understands your vision and your mission. But the number one thing is, do they believe in you? Do they believe in what you're selling? Do they believe and understand the story that you're trying to tell? If you're working with someone who doesn't believe in what you're trying to do, they're probably not the right fit.
I think that you have such an opportunity within your own platform to really create this merchandise for babies that can stand out. I think you just have a couple of tweaks to make. I think you got to get focused, and I think you just got to pull some data in to get to know who your customer is a little bit better.
Once your branding, your photography, your story is on point, you will be able to define your customer so easily. For me, I know exactly who my customer is. I know her age. I know the pathway that she's on with her career. I know the decision she's trying to make. You got to be clear. Maybe even name your customer. That's how critical marketing is. But you got to know your customer, and you got to be prepared for your customer when they come to the table so that you can equip them with your product and your service easily. So when we connected with Jessica from Ezra Coffee, we learned some of her challenges were also marketing. She had good branding. She had great packaging. Her website was flawless. So we really wanted to dig in to see what were the issues that she was facing and how could we help expand her business.
So Ezra Coffee is a specialty coffee line. And so what we specialize is creating a coffee experience that connects culture, history over a warm cup of coffee, but also provide an experience for the novice sipper to the most experienced drinker. My sister, she has asthma, eczema, and they were told she was lactose intolerant. So she really wanted to have coffee, but she couldn't have all those milk-based creamers. So we also, in addition to our 3 mixed origins, offer 3 flavored blends. So those who want to drink coffee can still drink it without the creamers. You can actually drink it black and still have those flavorings.
What have been some of your challenges?
I would say if there is anything we could really use some assistance with is maybe if anyone is like amazing with social media and marketing, that would definitely help me.
With Jessica, it was just more so she needed the word out about her business through the lanes of marketers. And so with me having a marketing background, with me constantly wearing a marketing hat, I wanted Jessica to really get the word out about her business through the lanes of influencers. So I hired a couple of influencers, one of them being Stephanie Taylor Jackson, to help promote her business. Another thing that we wanted to happen for her was for us to also not just get influencer marketing, but to do PR marketing. So we had the opportunity to go on WFAA and highlight her business as a Black-owned business to shop during the holiday season. And that went extremely well for Ezra.
I only need good vibes, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes.